Welcome back to The Charismatic Voice. Today I'm really excited to get to listen to a new song that Dimash Kudaibergen just released. So this will be Thousands of Miles, A Common Dream, which was premiered just a few days ago on the pilot episode of a Chinese show called The Classical Wings Project. And this is based on some Chinese poetry by Zhang, Jiuling, and I understand that Dimash, being the wonderful person that he is, wanted to dedicate this to the medical workers at the Wuhan Hospital. Let's give it a listen. So before he started performing, he did do a little bit of talking, and he specifically talked about the dombra, which is a string instrument that comes from Kazakhstan. And I understand that that's the instrument being used on stage with him, just so you know that too. I think that's really awesome. He tends to bring a lot of his heritage with him. And I love seeing how proud he is of it and just how much he wants to share it. Also, I think that the dombra, I should check how to say that again. It lends itself very well to go with what feels like has some definite Chinese folk music in the composition of this. So the two are very complementary tone qualities. I really, really like hearing the blend of them together. So let's keep going. Wow. I feel like we're in the middle of Pocahontas or something. It feels, in the lyrics, you see lots of nature being described. It's just beautiful. And it sounds like a flowing river in the chords, or in the flowing music down underneath in the runs now. Also, his tone quality is remarkably pure here. He's been using a lot more of what I would call like a more ethereal side of his voice. He definitely went into falsetto here for a little while. But he's been using only a very, very light head voice as well. So it just stays very floaty. And there's a couple of times when he's done this like really awesome push into a little break there to give it a little stylization. The other thing I'm noticing that I'm loving, it sounds like they're mostly using a pentatonic scale for his melody, which just, that feels correct. It's a Chinese poet. And I appreciate that they have added so much Chinese traditional music to this, even though the overall sound is Western. It's very cool.
听不清的图传递，弹不完的上色情，夜就请门路，雨旋拍马起。
So that was the first time we really heard more of that full lower voice come in. He's only been using a very light quality of the lower voice. And also, every now and then, the way that he's singing his lines sound more akin, a little bit in some ways, to Chinese opera. The way he's using, he uses very little vibrato, and then will sort of attack a note, and then give it a little bit of vibrato at the end. It's different from pop. It reminds me of the style of Chinese opera, but he adds just a hint of that in. I wonder if that's from having sung recently with some other Chinese singers. I think he's picked up on some of that. But right here, we just heard more fullness in his chest voice, and that was really beautiful. I feel like he's about to build to something. So let's go back just a little bit. Catch that. And I want you to listen to this. And I'm pretty sure he's going to build up to a much fuller sound.
听不清的图传递，弹不完的上色情，夜就请门路，雨旋拍马起。
Ooh, nice round but pure vowel. Ooh, I love, love, love the control in these last 30 seconds that you hear is really, really well done. So that final high note, that went into his falsetto there, and then he's up on top, and you hear just a teensy bit of vibrato, but the decrescendo, meaning like where he gets quieter, that is really hard to execute on a top note like that. And he really gets so quiet. It's like you don't really quite know where the voice disappeared. It's so, so well done. And then also right before, there was another really great crescendo. Let's see if we can listen to it again. It's really nice. So we're going to get to that decrescendo, but there's another thing that I'm noticing in here. It just seems like the audio's out of sync. Like, look at his mouth. That's fine. And then right here, it looks like it's out of sync. Right there. His jaw seems like it's moving in a different time. And that doesn't mean that he's lip syncing. I know there's a lot of people out there who often criticize him and say, oh, he's lip syncing. I think he is really, truly performing. I think it's possible that the video just got out of sync there. You look at what's happening with his mouth and his throat, and it's pretty evident that he is singing. But it's very possible that when they were putting the two together at the end, the audio just got out of sync. Yeah, it's still out of sync there. Oh, here's coming G crescendo. Wow. So much control in there. Not only did he decrescendo, he also added more air in that last little bit. Let's go back just a little bit more. Starts it with more condensed chords, vibrato, and then adds in a bunch of air. Whew, that's really good. This song was really lovely, and it was a lot more understated than I expected it to be. With Dimash, I think, especially being someone who reacts to his songs, I often expect to have huge vocal fireworks at some point. And whoa, at the end, it was fireworks, but it was a different kind. It was just pure control. And instead of showing us a massive, massive range, he said, hey, I can keep this mostly in the middle of his range and deliver something with beautiful emotional content. He's focusing more and more on the emotions, I think, rather than the vocal execution. And part of that is delivering great vocal execution that isn't necessarily obvious. His blending of Chinese and Kazakhstan music was subtle, and it just felt really tasteful. I liked it. It shows a lot of maturity in his growth as an artist, especially. Guys, I can't wait to see what else Dimash has out there. I know there's some songs I haven't gotten to yet. I definitely am going to get to them. So please sound off below on what else I should look at next. And thank you as always for your recommendations. I hope to see you in our chats on Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. There's the live chat when I do premieres. So if you don't want to miss out on that, do subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and I'll hope to see you soon.